Attention, please. I have a safety announcement to make. In the event of an emergency, please locate the nearest exit and calmly walk towards the parking lot. Atención, por favor, en caso de emergencia, localice la salida más cercana y camine con calma hacia el punto más alejado del estacionamiento. As we prepare to begin our ceremony, please take this time to silence your cell phones. Thank you. Y mientras nos preparamos para comenzar la ceremonia, por favor tome este tiempo para silenciar sus teléfonos celulares. Gracias. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 North Monterey County Unified School District Educational Options Commencement. My name is Aida Ramirez, and I am the Director of Educational Options for the North Monterey County Unified School District. Speaking on behalf of the Board of Trustees, District Administration, and staff, we sincerely thank all of you for being present here this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. Please stand to welcome the class of 2026. Please stand for the national anthem. I'd like to introduce our superintendent for the North Monterey County Unified School District, Dr. Matt Turkey.
Thank you, everybody. And good evening, graduates, families, friends, and faculty. It is an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the achievements of the graduate class of 2026. Buenas tardes, graduados, familias, amigos y maestros. Es un honor estar ante ustedes hoy, mientras celebramos los logros de la clase de graduados del 2026. Un aplauso, ¿por qué no? Woo! We are here to celebrate our promoting 8th graders from independent study, our graduating seniors from independent study, our graduating seniors from Central Bay, and our adult education students in the U.S. Citizenship Program. Estamos aquí para celebrar nuestros estudiantes de octavo grado de estudio independiente, nuestros graduados de último año de estudio independiente, nuestros graduados de último año de Central Bay, nuestros estudiantes que en el programa que obtienen su diploma. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the dedicated team of educators who helped you along the way, the teachers, the counselors, and staff members who provided academic instruction, mentorship, and encouragement. Me gustaría tomar esta oportunidad para agradecer al dedicado equipo de educadores que los ayudó en todo el proceso, los maestros, consejeros y miembros del personal que les brindaron instrucción académica, mentoría y aliento. To the families and friends gathered here, thank you for your support. Today is your celebration too. Please give yourselves a round of applause. A las familias y amigos aquí reunidos, gracias por su apoyo. Hoy también es su celebración. I would like to share a quote by Dolores Huerta. Education is the great equalizer. If you teach someone to read, write, and think critically, you give them the tools to lift themselves up and achieve their dreams. Me gustaría compartir con ustedes una cita de Dolores Huerta. La educación es un gran igualador. Si enseñas a alguien a leer, escribir y pensar críticamente, le das las herramientas para levantarse y lograr sus sueños. Students, this is what we want for you. The opportunity to achieve your dreams and write your own story. As you graduate, one chapter of your life comes to a close. And now, the really exciting and somewhat scary part begins. As you get to write the rest of the book. At this significant milestone in your life's journey, we do get to pause and mark the occasion. That is what brings us here today. And during this pause, it gives me great pleasure to say, congratulations, graduates. An applause, please. Estudiantes, esto es lo que queremos para ustedes. La oportunidad de alcanzar sus sueños y escribir tu propia historia. Al graduarse, un capítulo de su vida llega a su fin. Ahora comienza la parte realmente emocionante y a la vez un poco aterradora al escribir el resto de su vida. En este hito tan importante en su vida, podemos hacer una pausa y celebrar la ocasión. Eso es lo que nos trae hoy aquí. Y durante esta pausa, me da un gran placer decirles felicitaciones, graduados. And now I would like to introduce our principal, Ida Ramirez.
Thank you. I would like to turn our attentions to our graduates and our participants. Tonight, we have all gathered here to honor you and celebrate your achievement and fulfillment of a major life goal. Many of you have faced many challenges and obstacles, and in spite of these challenges, you never lost sight of your goal. You persevered and you worked hard. You reached out for support when things got tough, and your village, your support was there to support you because we all believe in you, in your potential. As you sit here tonight, reflecting on your accomplishments, I want you to remember the following. Know that you are resilient, you are strong, and you have proven to yourself that you have an inner strength that will help you overcome any challenge that gets in your way. You're here tonight because you didn't give up on your dreams. You stuck with it. You persevered and you accomplished your goal. This is what your diploma, your certificate represents. This is a very important life lesson, the first of many to come. In closing, I leave you with this special wish. May your dreams and aspirations be fulfilled. May you continue to grow, learn, and evolve into the best you that you can become. Remember to help others and share your kindness and talents with the world, because the world needs you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you. I will now introduce you to our honored speaker, Miss Cristal Santana. Cristal Santana is a bilingual and bicultural licensed mental health clinician with more than 20 years of experience serving children, families, and communities. She has worked in nonprofit organizations and school communities, helping families and young people recognize their strengths and resilience as they pursue their goals. Known for her empathy, cultural responsiveness, and ability to connect with diverse populations, she is committed to creating environments where individuals feel supported and empowered. A passionate advocate for equity and access, Cristal has dedicated her work to expanding opportunities for families and young people, particularly those who have been historically underserved. She believes that when barriers are removed and families and young people receive support, access to opportunities and resources, communities thrive. Nuestra oradora invitada de honor esta noche es Cristal Santana. Cristal Santana es una profesional de la salud mental, licenciada, bilingüe y bicultural, con más de 20 años de experiencia al servicio de niños, familias y comunidades. Ha trabajado en organizaciones sin fines de lucro y entornos escolares, ayudando a las familias y a reconocer sus fortalezas y resiliencia mientras persiguen sus metas. Reconocida por su empatía, sensibilidad cultural y capacidad para conectar con poblaciones diversas, está comprometida con la creación de entornos donde las personas se sienten apoyadas y empoderadas. Cristal, una ferviente defensora de la equidad y el acceso, ha dedicado su trabajo a ampliar las oportunidades para las familias y los jóvenes, en particular para aquellos que históricamente han sido marginados. Cree firmemente que cuando se eliminan las barreras y las familias y los jóvenes reciben apoyo, acceso a las oportunidades y recursos, las comunidades prosperan. Please welcome Cristal Santana. Debemos la bienvenida a Cristal Santana.
Thank you. Gracias, Ms. Ramirez. Buenas tardes, good evenings, families, distinguished guests and graduates, familias, invitados, distinguidos y graduados. Class of 2026, clase de 2026, look around you, miren a su alrededor. Many of the people who believed in you are here sharing this moment with you. Muchas de las personas que creyeron en ustedes están aquí. Each of you arrived here by a different path, but tonight we celebrate a shared achievement. Cada uno de ustedes llegó aquí por un camino diferente, pero esta noche celebramos un logro compartido. Tonight we honor your perseverance and resilience. Esta noche reconocemos tu perseverancia y resiliencia. What a privilege to stand before you, not just as a speaker, but as someone who has walked through doubt and kept going. Qué privilegio estar frente a ustedes, no solo como oradora, sino como alguien que ha atravesado momentos de duda y sigue adelante. I never imagined them being an undocumented immigrant, a field worker, an English learner, and a Mexicana would become part of my calling and one of my greatest strengths. Nunca imaginé que ser una inmigrante indocumentada, trabajadora del campo, estudiante de inglés y mexicana se convirtiera en parte de mi propósito y una de mis mayores fortalezas. Although I loved learning, I failed classes and attended night school to make up credits because I refused to give up on my dream of college. Aunque me encantaba aprender, reprobé clases y asistí a la escuela de noche para recuperar créditos porque me negaba a renunciar a mi sueño de ir a la universidad. You see, not everyone believed I could go to college or even graduate high school. No todos creían que pudiera ir a la universidad o incluso graduarme de la preparatoria. There were people that failed to see the gifts I carried, my mother's willingness to help others, or my father's determination and my lived experience. Hubo personas que no supieron ver los regalos que llevaba dentro, la disposición de mi madre para ayudar a los demás o la determinación de mi padre y mi propia experiencia de vida. But others saw strengths beyond grades. Pero otros sí vieron fortalezas más allá de las calificaciones. My sister could tell you about my work ethic, how we worked hours picking strawberries. Mi hermana podría hablarles de mi ética de trabajo, de cómo pasábamos horas piscando fresas. My abuelita could tell you about my dedication, like how quickly I learned to make tortillas. O mi abuelita podría hablarles de mi dedicación, de lo rápido que aprendí a hacer tortillas. And one of my mentors might tell you about my commitment, supporting efforts to bring technology to Mexico. Y uno de mis mentores podría hablarles de mi compromiso apoyando los esfuerzos para llevar tecnología a México. Back then, I called it helping. Now I know it was advocacy. En aquel entonces, yo le llamaba ayudar. Hoy sé que es alzar la voz. So remember this. Así que recuerden esto. Your story is more than a GPA and more than what others said you couldn't do. Tu historia es más que un promedio académico y más que lo que otros dijeron que no podías lograr. Never let anyone make you believe that your story does not matter. Nunca permitas que te hagan creer que tu historia no importa. And as you continue writing your story, I want to leave you with 3 things. Mientras continúan escribiendo su historia, quiero dejarles 3 cosas. First, give yourself permission to dream. Share your dream and protect your dream. Keep showing up for your dream even when life becomes difficult. Primero, dense permiso para soñar. Compartan y protejan su sueño. Sigan luchando por su sueño, incluso cuando la vida se vuelva difícil. Some people will try to place limits on your dreams based on where you come from or who you are. Do not allow other people limits to become your own. Habrá personas que intentarán poner límites a sus sueños, basándose de dónde vienes o quién eres. No permitan que los límites de otras personas se conviertan en los tuyos. Second, surround yourself with people who remind you that you are worthy and remind you that resting is okay, but giving up is not. Segundo, rodéense de personas que les recuerden su valor. Y descansar está bien, pero rendirse nunca. And third, lead with heart. Y tercero, lidera con el corazón. Never forget the power you have to make others feel seen, valued, and respected. Nunca olvides el poder que tienes para hacer que los demás se sientan vistos, valorados y respetados. I share this because your story will continue to evolve. Comparto esto porque tu historia seguirá evolucionando. The world may one day call you doctor, artist, or leader, but don't forget the story that shaped you, the dream you carry, and the people who are cheering you on. Tal vez algún día el mundo los llame doctores, artistas o líderes, pero no olviden la historia que los formó, el sueño que llevan dentro y las personas que lo apoyaron. Today, I'm called a therapist and community advocate. Hoy me llaman terapeuta y defensora comunitaria, but I never forget my story because it guides the work I do. Pero nunca olvido mi historia porque guía el trabajo que realizo. Our communities need people who remember where they come from and who still choose to care for others. Nuestras comunidades necesitan personas que recuerden de dónde vienen y que siguen eligiendo cuidar de los demás. And many of you already do. Y muchos de ustedes ya lo hacen. Some of you balance school while you're supporting your families emotionally, financially, or both. While carrying challenges others may never fully understand. Algunos de ustedes equilibraron la escuela mientras apoyaban a sus familias, emocional, económicamente o ambas cosas, mientras enfrentaban desafíos que otros quizás nunca lleguen a comprender. That strength matters. You matter. Esa fortaleza importa y tú importas. The world needs the gift of your story, not hidden, but shared. El mundo necesita el regalo de tu historia, no escondida, sino compartida. Proof that dreams are worth pursuing and that resilience matters. Proof that different paths can still lead to inspiring futures. Una prueba de que vale la pena perseguir los sueños y de que la resiliencia importa. Una prueba de que diferentes caminos pueden conducir a futuros inspiradores. So go on and share it with courage, with pride, and with heart. Así que adelante. 26. Felicidades, clase 2026. Adelante siempre. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristal. Very inspirational message. Now I'd like to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2026. Jacqueline Magaña Santillan will now address the class.
Good evening, everyone. I'm incredibly honored to represent our class as valedictorian tonight. Because our community and so many of our families are Spanish speaking, I'd like to share my speech in English and Spanish tonight. First, I want to thank our families, teachers, and friends for supporting us and helping us reach this moment. Our teachers didn't just help us meet educational goals. They encouraged us, challenged us, and helped shape the people we are today. I also want to personally thank Jehovah because my faith gave me strength, guidance, and peace during difficult moments. Knowing that we are never alone and that we can always turn to Him is something that helped me greatly throughout these years. As we move into a new stage of life, I know the future can sometimes feel exciting but also uncertain. There's a lot of pressure in this world to have everything figured out immediately, and that can feel overwhelming. But my faith in Jehovah has reminded me that we are never alone and that there is always hope for the future. To the class of 2026, I hope we continue to work hard, stay kind, support one another, and never lose hope in ourselves or in what lies ahead. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you. Y ahora me gustaría compartirlo también en español. Buenas tardes a todos. Me siento muy honrada de representar a nuestra clase como valedictorian esta noche. Primero quiero agradecer a nuestras familias, maestros y amigos por apoyarnos y ayudarnos a llegar hasta este momento. Nuestros maestros no solo nos ayudaron a alcanzar metas académicas, sino que también nos animaron, nos retaron y ayudaron a formar las personas que somos hoy. También quiero agradecer personalmente a Jehová, porque mi fe me dio fuerza, guía y paz durante momentos difíciles. Saber que nunca estamos solos y que siempre podemos acudir a Él es algo que me ha ayudado mucho durante estos años. Al entrar en una nueva etapa de la vida, sé que el futuro a veces puede sentirse emocionante, pero también incierto. Hay mucha presión en este mundo de tener todo resuelto y eso puede sentirse abrumador. Pero mi fe en Jehová me ha recordado que nunca estamos solos y que siempre hay esperanza para el futuro. A la generación del 2026, espero que nos sigamos trabajando duro, siendo amables, apoyándonos unos a otros y nunca perdiendo la esperanza en nosotros mismos ni en el futuro. Felicidades a todos y gracias.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And now, the salutatorian for the class of 2026 is Leonceo Sebastian Michael Flores, who will now address the class of 2026.
I'm just gonna leave that there. Sure. It's a little windy. Good evening, everyone. I'll start being honest. I originally planned to give this speech completely off the cuff. Then I was informed that apparently standing up in front of everyone and just seeing what happens was not an approved strategy. So here we are. First, I'd like to say what an honor it is to be this year's salutatorian. Congratulations to our valedictorian, to my fellow graduates, and to everyone here celebrating with us today. We all took different paths to get here, but we made it. When people think about high school, they usually picture those high school musicals from the 2000s, but not with the independent study program. Through independent study, I had the opportunity to learn in a way that worked for me. It allowed me to take college classes, spend time on a university campus almost every day, and I became a teaching assistant for multiple college-level Japanese classes. I served as the president of the TESOL Club. I was a volunteer at Wonderwood Ranch, and I pursued goals that I never thought I'd be able to do while still in high school. The truth is, I was never a straight A student before independent study. This program gave me the freedom to learn at my own pace and take responsibility for my own success. It trusted me to manage my time, and that trust helped me grow into a more disciplined and confident student. I'd like to thank my teacher, Miss Rosen, for putting up with my weekly promises of, "I'll catch up this week, I promise." I swear. Somehow she trusted that work would always get done, even if I was 3 weeks late. Her patience and support made a huge difference. I'd also like to thank Miss Grunebaum for being an amazing and supportive figure while with independent study. I'd like to thank my mom, not because she constantly checked my grades or asked if I was getting everything done, but because she trusted me to handle them myself. A few years ago, I totally dropped the ball on all my grades, so her letting me to do my thing without being pressured meant more than she probably realizes. I'd also like to thank the people who shaped my interests and goals. My Japanese teachers showed me how rewarding teaching can be and inspired me to become a language professor as well. The ranch where I volunteer gave me a place to step away from the stress of school, college classes, club responsibilities, everything else life threw at me at the time. Sometimes all you need is a quiet place and a wheelbarrow full of horse manure to reset your perspective. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents. Both of them passed down that patented workaholic gene. They taught me to take pride in doing things well and keep moving forward even when things get difficult. My dad especially taught me the value of hard work and taking education seriously. I know he'd be proud to see me standing here today. Probably the day before yesterday, I didn't think graduation was that big of a deal. But then I saw everyone talking about it, taking pictures, posting about it. And I saw my grandparents. They showed up. And that's when it hit me. It's a pretty big moment in my life. Graduation isn't just the end of high school. It's proof of how much we've grown and how far we've gone. To the class of 2026, wherever life takes you next, I hope you take advantage of every opportunity that's given to you. And don't be afraid to create your own opportunities too. You never know where they might lead. Thank you and congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
And now Ms. Sarah Grunebaum, our coordinator for our North Monterey County Center for Independent Study.
Good evening. Buenas tardes. At this time, we would like to recognize our 8th grade students who will receive their certificate of promotion. North Monterey County Center for Independent Study 8th grade students, please stand. The certificate of promotion recipients for the North Monterey County Center for Independent Study is Maximilian Estrada Avalos. North Monterey County Center for Independent Study promoted 8th grade student, congratulations. Lisa Martin will now recognize student awards.
Good evening. I'm Lisa Martin, the academic counselor and teacher in charge for educational options. Before I do the honors, at this time I'd like to ask Central Bay and IS staff to stand. As some of you, please stand. Thank you. Pardon me? And adult ed. Any staff, please stand. At this time, as some of you may know, that our beloved leader, Ida Ramirez, our principal, is retiring from our district after 38 years. Wow, can we have a round of applause? Amazing. This is actually her 43rd year in education, as I found out today. And we'd like to take this moment to recognize her and offer her a bouquet of flowers to signify our love and deep respect. May you have a beautiful, healthy, and well-deserved retirement, Ida. You will be missed. Thank you. You may now sit, staff. Thank you. That wasn't part of the script. I threw her off. Now we want to recognize our graduates who have distinguished themselves by achieving outstanding academic achievement. The following graduates are the award recipient for Central Bay High School for the English Fluency and Reclassification, Sebastian Lares. Will you please come up? The following graduates are the award recipients from North Monterey County Center for Independent Study. Valedictorian Jacqueline Magana Santillan, High Honors and Golden State Seal Award. Salutatorian Leonceo Sebastian Michael Flores, High Honors Golden State Seal Award. High Honors Heidi Gonzalez and Seal of Biliteracy. Shreya Kushma Kumar, High Honors Golden State Seal Award. Michelle Rocha Alvarado, High Honors Golden State Seal Award. Stella Dolores Freeman, honors. Caleb Alejandro Lopez, honors. Nicole Ramirez Rodriguez, honors, Seal of Biliteracy. Samantha Alexis Sharton, honors, Golden State Seal Award. Richard Xavier Soto, honors. Maya Gomez Arredondo, Golden State Seal Award. Congratulations, students. We will now proceed with the presentation of the class of 2026. Will Central Bay High School graduates please stand? Miguel Anduezar Vicente. George Aguieta Zamora. Brandon Garcia. Sebastian Lares Flores. Josue Maldonado Rivera. Giovanni Martinez. Heriberto Ramirez Vargas. Andrea Rubalcava.
North Monterey County Center for Independent Study graduates, please stand. When you return to your seats, please remain standing until the last graduate is through. The graduates of the North Monterey County Center for Independent Study are Ethan Aguilera Fernandez, Caden Jeffrey Bailey, Ruben Cano III, Leo Rosendo Cruz, Serena Dorado, Leonceo Sebastian Michael Flores, Stella Dolores Freeman, Raul Andres Garcia Lopez, Eric Michael Garrison, Maya Gomez Arredondo, Heidi Gonzalez, Lillian June Haney, Adriel Ezekiel Hernandez, Salvador Hernandez, Shreya Kushma Kumar, Aleida Yamile Lira Ramirez, Caleb Alejandro Lopez, Mordecai Elijah Lutz, Jacqueline Magana Santillan, Drew James Pemberton, Andrew Ramirez, Nicole Ramirez Rodriguez, Michelle Rocha Alvarado, Stephanie Jocelyn Ruiz Ayala, Lisette Sanchez. Samantha Alexis Sharton. Jacob Randell Silva. Richard Xavier Soto. Jose Julian Velasquez. And Julian Villarreal. North Monterey County Center for Independent Study graduates, please sit down. Introducing the Adult Education High School Diploma graduates, it's Jose Yanez.
Adult Education High School Diploma graduates, please stand. The graduates for Adult Education are Isabel Cruz Lopez, Elvis Uriel Fulgencio Perez, Juan Martínez Reyes, Carlos Mendoza Lopez, Mariana Pastrana Rodriguez, María Guadalupe Sánchez, Adult education graduates, please sit down. GED graduates, please stand. Perla Ángeles. Gustavo Alemán. Gabriela Becerra. Alicia Calderón. Catalina López. Eden Matías. Marilú Rodríguez. María del Rosario Sánchez. Sandra Silva Cruz. Luis Ángel Zárate. GED graduates, please sit down.
You guys are utterly awesome. Okay, now we have the conferring of diplomas. So class of 2026, please stand. You can stand. And the Honorable Sandra Reese, Board of Trustee, will be accepting the class of 2026. So as Director of Educational Options, I certify that these students have met all of the requirements set forth by the North Monterey County Unified School District and the state of California. I present to you the class of 2026 and hereby certify that all graduation requirements have been fulfilled according to California Education Code and the North Monterey County Unified School District's board policy.
Thank you, Ida. On behalf of the Board of Trustees for the North Monterey County Unified School District, I hereby accept the class of 2026. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, the final part. Congratulations, graduates. And the final part of our ceremony is called the tassel ceremony. And the tassels? The act of turning the tassel carries several layers of symbolism. It marks the transition from student to graduate, symbolizing the completion of a significant academic milestone. It's a visual representation of the hard work, dedication, and perseverance required to earn your diploma. It also signifies a rite of passage, marking the transition from one phase of life to another, representing your readiness to take on new challenges and pursue your future goals. It's a moment of looking forward to the opportunities and responsibilities that lie ahead. The collective act of graduates turning their tassels simultaneously fosters a sense of unity and shared accomplishment. It's a moment of collective celebration, recognizing the achievements of the entire graduating class. So it is now time for the traditional turning of the tassel. So graduates, please place your hand on your graduation tassel. Everybody got it there? You may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. Congratulations, class of 2026. Please stand for the recessional and remain in place till all graduates have exited. And graduates, please pick up your diplomas, which are located on the tables at the end of the stairs. Congratulations.